This is my third general conference, and it has been wonderful to be in Tampa. The weather has been nice. The facilities are wonderful, and all of that has been fun. People have been very friendly. So far, it's been a good experience. I have been on the served on the independent commissions legislative committee, and that looked at any legislation related to the Commission on the Status and Role of Women, the Commission on Religion and Race, the Commission on Christian Unity and Interreligious Concerns, United Methodist Men, Communications, and I'm sure there were others that I forgot to name just now, but just a lot of different legislation. The most notable thing that, in my mind, that happened is that we were able to bring to the plenary to vote to be in full communion with the Pan Methodist denominations, which include denominations like the AME Church, the AME Zion Church, the CME, Methodist Protestant Church. There were several listed in the legislation. Those are denominations with whom we have a historic relationship because of our common Methodist heritage. And we have now said that we are in full communion with them, which means that we recognize fully their clergy and they recognize our clergy, and it just highlights that we have a special relationship with them. And so it was fun to be part of that process. Probably what it could mean is if we were ever in a situation where there was a United Methodist Church in a small town, and they did not have a pastor, and there was an AME or an AME Zion Church also in town, that pastor could, there could be an agreement to work with the bishops from both denominations to have the AME pastor appointed to the United Methodist Church, or vice versa. So it's just an opportunity for sharing of resources with clergy. I don't really know beyond that, but that just other than for AME churches and CME churches and all of the list of Methodist-related Pan Methodist denominations and the United Methodist Church, to say that we recognize our common heritage and our common sharing of understanding of what it means to be the church. You know, General Conference is a world unto itself. We get to see the United Methodist Church at its best and the United Methodist Church at its less than faithful. And I guess what I mean by that is I don't think you can be Methodist and not believe that God works through political processes. But currently, it seems like just about every vote we've had has been 55 to 60% in favor and 40 to 45% against, or something like that, which says that we are pretty divided in our priorities and what we think is important. And what that tends to mean is that we've been unable to pass any legislation that called for a 2/3 vote, like for any constitutional amendments, which I guess is probably not a bad thing when you don't have consensus. I heard earlier somebody say that a compromise means that everybody's unhappy about something. I would like to think that when we come for General Conference, we're able to get consensus, which is most people saying, well, I can live with that. And I think there's a difference between consensus and compromise, and I think we're doing a lot more compromising and a lot less consensus, and than maybe in some previous general conferences. I'm not quite sure why that is, but that's just something I'm thinking about right now. Well, I will say that I have received some tweets and some Facebook posts saying we are praying for you, and my response, or we have been praying for you, and my response is thank you so much, don't stop, because I do believe that God is present here, and I do believe that God can work through us, but I don't believe that we can do this on our own, just the people in this room. We need to have the prayers of the whole church behind us.